I think that it is fair to say at this point that when people are talking about the upcoming MCU projects, or even just specifically Disney Plus series, that most people would probably rank What If at the bottom because it's an animated series. Oh, so it doesn't affect the MCU going forward and it has no big impact. I mean, sure, it's going to be cool, but it has no impact. But does it? Because maybe it does. Because yesterday, somebody found this poster for the series in, I think they said they found it in some mall, which, I mean, I'd love to find something like this in a mall. Honestly, I would definitely buy this if I saw this. And it gets me so excited for this series. So let's check it out. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this thing. Just look how beautiful this is. So we got to break this down. So, wow. Let's start at the top with, of course, Owatu, the Watcher, who's going to be voiced by Jeffrey Wright in this series. I love that character. Jeffrey Wright is going to kill it with the voice role, as we saw from the clips we've seen so far. And yeah, I'm super excited to finally see that character in the MCU, and hopefully we see him in live action someday in the future as well. So he looks great, and we know that he's going to be kind of like the narrator and like our tour guide through all these what-if realities. Then we have Doctor Strange here, who we did see in the trailer, and it was kind of like an evil Doctor Strange. We don't really know the story behind why he's evil. It could be maybe what if Doctor Strange, or what if Stephen Strange never got in that car crash? What if somebody else died and then he went down a darker path? Or what if he made a deal with the devil? Mephisto confirmed. So I don't really know exactly what his story is, but I feel like it's going to be something similar along those lines, because we did see a good Doctor Strange versus an evil Doctor Strange. So I'm interested, but this does look like the evil one. Then we have Thor, and I don't really know, because it actually doesn't really look like Chris Hemsworth. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. It just looks off for some reason. It looks like somebody else has taken up the mantle of Thor. But I think it's supposed to be Chris Hemsworth's Thor, because, I mean, that's the only Thor in the MCU, at least until we get Jane Foster. But again, another one that we're not completely sure about yet. I saw some people saying, like, what if Thor never went to Earth? And I think that'd be a great storyline, because that would change things so hugely for this character, because his journey to Earth and his time with Jane Foster and everything really made him who he is. Then on the right, we have Black Widow, who, I mean, doesn't really look any different. You see her like electrical batons there. Not really sure what her story is. Then we have T'Challa, who is going to become the new Star-Lord in this series, where, as we saw in the trailer, Yondu actually ends up going to Wakanda and abducting him instead of Peter Quill. So I'm really excited for that. Our final performance of Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. It's going to be nice to see. Then we have Captain Carter. This is the main storyline that we've been told about a bunch of times. This is going to be the first episode of the series where Agent Peggy Carter takes the super soldier serum, and Steve Rogers instead basically becomes Iron Man. He stays skinny. So that looks like a cool one. Then things get really interesting here with how we have Eric Killmonger. Now, we knew he was going to be in the series because Michael B. Jordan was on the voice cast list, but what is his story in this series? Is it what if Killmonger what if he grew up in Wakanda? What if his father didn't die? What if he actually succeeded in Black Panther and he sent out all the vibranium weapons to the war dogs and everything? I don't know, but I'm definitely excited to see him back here, and I'll talk about the importance of that in a little bit. Then we have Gamora, who I think it looks like is wearing the armor that we saw in her flashbacks in Avengers Endgame. So I feel like this is maybe what if Gamora never joined the Guardians of the Galaxy? What if she kept working for Ronan and her father Thanos? I feel like that's what's going on there. So that's cool. It's a great poster, great squad here and everything. But you look at the bottom and it says Guardians of the Multiverse. And this is where things get interesting. So we thought that What If was just going to be like every episode is just a different story and they're not at all connected. But what if they are? because you have to take into account, like, why is the Watcher telling us these stories? Why is he showing us these alternate realities? I mean, it's not just for fun. I mean, maybe it is. He's gonna need some kind of entertainment, but what if there's some sort of big, powerful enemy out there in the world, in the multiverse, and now Uatu the Watcher is assembling this multiverse team, and he is assembling the Guardians of the Multiverse. What if that is what's going on here? I think that might actually be the case here. And that would be insanely awesome, because this is an insane squad. It's literally a multiverse Avengers, except you have other characters in here like Eric Killmonger and Gamora and Peggy Carter's Captain America. This is just awesome. Like, I love this. This gets me so excited for this series, because it seems like this what if is going to be so much more than we thought it was going to be. And again, that just gets me so excited. And this could possibly mean that maybe this actually ties into other future MCU projects like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This could be the series that officially introduces the multiverse, and that just gets me so excited. So, anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this poster for What If? What do you think is going on here with the Guardians of the Multiverse? Do you think it's just a poster with a bunch of characters from the show, or do you think they are actually assembling this team to fight some greater threat? And who is that greater threat? Maybe an alternate version of Thanos? An evil Avengers team? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But again, this just gets me super excited for What If. Like, this is just insane. Also, I really want to buy this poster, but, yeah, so anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.